Right now, the day that I'm recording this video, we have the RMR decider going on for the European RMR. One of these 6 teams is going to be qualifying for the Copenhagen Major. The other 5 are going to be going home sad. And partly this just means we're getting closer and closer to the actual start of that Copenhagen Major and actually finding out what kind of new content, items and things are going to be added to the game, what all we're going to be getting. Obviously, the biggest question being, are we getting bordered or borderless stickers? But there's tons of other questions as well. In this video today, we're going to be going over what potentially some of these new items could be, and some of the overall item changes and things like that that either we know or we think could possibly be coming. This should hopefully be a fun and exciting video. But first, I just wanted to mention, if you are looking to sell any of your CS2 items, hit me up over on Twitter. I can help you turn your CS2 items, whether it be knives, cases, keys, stickers, capsules, guns, whatever, agents, anything under the sun, help you turn your CS2 items into cold hard cash or crypto or any other payment method you are looking for. I'm buying almost anything and everything for between 85 and 90% buff, and obviously by selling to me, you are helping support me, my channel, and my content, but I'm also helping you get a quick, safe, and efficient cash out instantly, so you can have money for IRL stuff or for new items or whatever it is you are looking to get some cash for. So yeah, hit me up on Twitter. We can get a deal done. With that being said, let's get right into this. So we have the Copenhagen Major coming up very, very soon, of course, and this is getting people talking about all different things. One of these first changes comes from something we've actually seen a while ago. This is from November or maybe even October, I don't even know. But we have the Valve updates the major seeding and stages. So this is one of the things that we know is coming. So from Paris, we had the different capsules and the different names of everything. We had the Legends capsule. We had the Contenders capsule. We had the Challengers capsule. Those are no more. We will not be getting a Copenhagen Contenders, Challengers, and Legends capsule. That is not what they're going to be. They're going to be pretty similar, but they're going to be a little bit different. So we're going to be having to get used to some different names and potentially, a little bit different items. But it should be mostly the same here. So we have at the bottom, in Paris, the 3 stages of the event were named Challengers, Legends, and Champions. The other big change made by Valve is the individual stages at the major event. With the new changes, these stages will now be known as Opening, Elimination, and Playoffs instead of Challengers, Legends, and Champions. So obviously people, I think the biggest thing here is just overall clarity and making sense of it. People didn't really even know what Challengers, Legends, Contenders, all this different stuff meant, and I agree. Overall, those are pretty stupid and arbitrary names. They sound kind of cool, but it doesn't really help explain the tournament or explain what the heck's going on. So this does mean there is no longer a Challenger stage. There is no longer a Legends stage. That means we will probably not be getting a Challengers capsule or a Legends capsule or whatever. We can see here, when you pull up Copenhagen, again, we have, like they said there, we have the opening stage, we have the elimination stage, and the playoff stage, again, as opposed to Paris, which here is the Paris Major from 2023, obviously, where we had right here the Challenger stage, the Legend stage, and the Champion stage. Now, I don't know what these 3 capsules are going to be called. I don't even know if they're going to go with 3 capsules still. They could change things up. We could go with 2 capsules. We could go with 4 capsules. We could go with 3. Valve could do something totally different. Again, you guys have to remember that this is not CSGO anymore. This is CS2. Valve can really do anything and everything they want. They can continue with the same capsule method that has been working very, very well and obviously made them a ton of money at Paris, and they could change things up slightly as well. But so far, again, we know that these stages now at least will be opening and elimination, but are we going to have a Copenhagen opening capsule? Or are we going to have a Copenhagen elimination capsule? Probably not. Those are pretty trash names. So could they potentially still use the Challengers, Legends, and Contenders capsule names? Yeah, they could. They could come up with some entirely different names, or they could come up with an entirely different system altogether. Maybe they lump them all together. Maybe they split them up differently. Who knows? But it does seem pretty unlikely at this point that we would be getting those same capsules and names and format back for the Copenhagen Majors. That's definitely something to keep an eye on, and that could be a very big and very interesting change there. Another thing that people are talking about as well is I believe, this tweet from Arco Digital. So Arco Digital, he's this guy who makes a ton of, he's just like a artist in the scene who makes stickers and skins and crafts and all this different stuff. He makes concepts. He tries to put stuff on the community market. He tries to get stuff into the game. He's a cool dude. He makes some good stuff. He made these Copenhagen concept stickers, which I had talked about. I had covered in a video, all that stuff. But in these concepts, he made made some foils. You know, you can see here, this is a heroic foil concept that he made. And there's a comment here from Carver CSGO that says, I want foils back so bad. And he's not the only one. A lot of people really liked foils. Foils were a cool sticker. I know they were kind of like hollows in a weird way, but they were different. And foils also look really, really good in CS2. So people want them back. And I definitely understand that. Some people like glitter. Some people don't like glitter. Some people say, hey, why can't we have foils and glitters? And the interesting thing here is Arco Digital. Now, hey, I'm not saying he's an insider. I'm not saying he has inside information or anything like that. But one thing he was throwing out there, he said, especially with how they're looking in CS2, which again, foils got a big buff. And if foils got a big buff in CS2, why not make foil stickers in CS2? Especially though they're looking in CS2, I think we get all 5 types in the next capsule. Paper, glitter, foil, hollow, and lenticular. So could we be getting some new stickers? And this is something else that people have been talking about. When Valve released this new ambush sticker capsule, we have all of these different types of stickers. We have this new lenticular sticker type added to the game that these are stickers like when you move them around or when you inspect them, like things change on the screen, you know, like the TV stuff changes, the Eco Force Buy, the eye kind of looks in a different direction, just different stuff like that. These are really, really high quality stickers that have extra added effects to them, that have a lot of stuff going on. But in this capsule as well, you had the pink rarity being foils, and then in the purple rarity, you actually had hollows and glitters, both in the same rarity, and then obviously you had the blues that were papers. So when we do get capsules that come to this major, I know this is something that Master Shiny has talked about as well, that could we be getting a world where the hollows and the glitters end up in the same rarity, and then we have foils, and then we have lenticulars? Could we just be getting foils, hollows, glitters, golds? You know, who knows what the heck is going to be going on? Yeah, could gold stickers be gone altogether and replaced with lenticulars? I don't know. There's a lot of interesting possibilities. Again, this is the first CS2 major. We don't know. We're going to learn a lot from this one. Valve has all different kinds of opportunities, but if hollows do get moved down to that purple rarity and are the same rarity as glitters, that's going to be very interesting. I don't necessarily think that's going to happen, but that is possible. If we do have a new sticker type out of the game, if we do get foils returning, there's a lot of interesting and cool possibilities that Valve could do with this. So this is definitely something to keep an eye out on as well. The fact that we have a new sticker type, the fact that with this capsule, they put hollows and glitters together, the fact that they still had foils in here as well, the fact that foils have such a big buff in CS2. I don't know. You guys definitely want to keep an eye out on all this stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if foils come back. I don't know if they can even put out lenticular major stickers. They could just do foils, glitters, hollows, and then golds, obviously, as well. But yeah, don't be surprised if foils do return back, and I know that's something that people are talking about a little bit. And then finally, the last thing I want to talk about is what if we potentially get a new item type altogether that comes along with the major? This guy, this has been getting a lot of buzz on Twitter today. This guy, Kreiser, put this out. He said, what if static stickers, he's talking about stickers that, you know, you couldn't move. Stickers used to be in one place. But now you can move them all over the place. He's saying, what if stickers that couldn't be moved are replaced with keychains that can't be moved, for example? What do you think of this concept of new paraphernalia for the major Copenhagen 2024? And he has the opening, elimination, and playoffs keychains pack. So he thinks they're going to be called opening, elimination, and playoffs. Who knows? But then they have little keychains that attach to your gun that have each of the team's logos on them. You can see Cloud9, FaZe, G2, Na'Vi, whatever. And I think this is kind of an interesting concept. Obviously, I have played Valorant before. I used to play Valorant, and in Valorant they have the gun buddies that attach to your gun, and they look very, very similar to this. Now I know a lot of the CS community doesn't want to be compared to Valorant, doesn't want to be like Valorant, and if they did drop this, there'd be a ton of people being like, "Oh, you just copied Valorant, whatever." Even though other games have this, I think people are saying Call of Duty has these, and I'm sure other FPSs have had it before. It's not some novel, crazy idea, but of course, CS and Valorant are always going to be compared together. But I think this is kind of interesting. But I know there's going to be a lot of hit and miss in the community. There's going to be people who say, one, gun buddies are stupid, or whatever, keychains are stupid. There's going to be people that say, oh, we don't need to copy Valorant. There's going to be people that say, oh, we don't need more stuff on the screen. We don't need no more clutter. I don't need this freaking keychain shaking in my face and whatever. But it also could be kind of fun, interesting, and different. I don't necessarily know that I would love if we did this for every single major, but like this guy says as well, Thor, he says, hey, for different majors, we get all kinds of different items. You know, we had patches for Stockholm. We've had graffitis for a couple different majors as well. Every once in a while, we get some items and different new stuff that Valve tries out. Could they try something different like this? It doesn't mean it's going to be keychains necessarily, but it means we need to keep our minds open and that we could be getting some kind of new item class for CS2 in this first major, or maybe for some of the majors coming forward. But I do think the keychains are an interesting, cool concept. I do think they look kind of cool, and I do think they would sell okay. You know, I don't think they would be competing with stickers or anything like that, or they'd be some amazing investment, but they would be something cool, fresh, new, and interesting to add to the game, and also add some, variety and spice to some of your weapons. Now, I also get the other argument that, hey, we just got 5x crafts. There's already stickers and everything going on the screen. Do we really need a new thing freaking dangling around and cluttering up the screen and adding all that craziness? I don't know. It's a video game at the end of the day. I don't really care. If you want to throw a freaking keychain on your gun, what do I care? But I think it could be kind of cool, could be kind of interesting, kind of fun. And either way, I just love people in the community coming up with concepts like this and putting a lot of time and effort and thought into things like this. So I thought it was cool, and I wanted to support this guy, making this all together. But who knows, guys? I don't know. In the next couple weeks, we're going to be finding all about the Copenhagen Major, finding out what kind of new items, what they're going to be called, the new names, what things are going to be returning. I can't wait. But there's all different kinds of possibilities right now, and a lot of new stuff that could be heading our way for this Copenhagen Major, and just in 2024 in general. It's a very exciting time for Counter-Strike 2, and I can't wait to see what we're going to get. Let me know what you guys think is going to happen with all the new items or content or whatever that's going to be coming for the Copenhagen Major. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Hopefully catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.